כל השנה הלכות בכל יום מובטח לו שהוא פן העולם הבא בעזרת השם. We're here at the yeshiva on the second day of the month of Kislev, Wednesday, 4th day of the week of Parashat B'ezrat Hashem, Parashat Shabbat Toledot. We're going to be learning two mitzvot today, as usual. Mitzvah number 103, mitzvah of bringing an incense of Ketoreth on the altar. And also going to be mitzvah number 104 is going to tell us the golden altar in the Kodesh Kodashim area will not be allowed to bring anything else but Ketoreth in it. They cannot bring nothing else on that Mizbeach. So this is LaHaShem. The mitzvah today we'll be discussing is our Mukdash. We want LaHaShem to have mercy and use our Limud Torah to send back all our captive, all Jews who are in captivities, in jails, wherever the Jews are. Hashem should send them out free. Hashem should place a malach on top of their heads that will scare off all the criminals who are holding them, and they should release them immediately and to the health and Hashem, to joy of the families, and to grow up in the Kedusha Torah. Also, in the same way, we want to say that the Limud Torah of Hashem today is going to be Mukdash for all the people who were niftar from this world, Rahmanan Islan, unfortunately without any relatives who are here to remain to elevate their neshamot. Also, B'ezrat Hashem, the limud should be refuah shlema lekol cholei amo Yisrael, ובכללם לחיה בת לאה, יוסף חיים בן מופרת, יעקב ישראל דניאל בן אנג'לה, אמנון בן אסנת, אמנון בן בילה, רחמים בן פריחה, יוסף חיים, שלום בן רוזה, יום טוב בן רבקה, רפואה שלמה לכל חולי עמו ישראל. B'ezrat Hashem, whether it's a physical, or spiritual, or mental issue, Hashem should send refuah shlema to all of Israel. Mitzvah number 103. שנצטוו הכהנים להקטיר קטורת צמים בפעמיים בכל יום על מזבח הזהב. There is an obligation of the kohanim to sacrifice incense, Ketoreth, incense of on the golden altar twice a day. As it says in the Torah, chapter 30 in Shemot, pasuk 7 and 8. והקטיר עליו אהרון קטורת הסמים בבוקר והציבו את הנרות, and the sacrifice of the Ketoreth should be brought by Aaron, meaning implying Aaron or his children, daily from the morning, and by the road, ובכל שנה ושנה מצווה עליהם לעשות, okay, בבוקר והציבו את הנרות יקצירנו והעלות, so the korban, the incense have to be brought in the morning. בהעלות את הנרות בין הארבעים, in the same note, when the Kohen lights the menorah lights, as we discussed earlier, so at the same time there, he should be bringing the Ketoreth tamid of Hashem. So we have two times that this incense has been brought on the altar. Okay, ובכל שנה ושנה מצווה עליהם לעשות ממנה כדי להקטיר בה כמו שאמרנו. Now, the Kohanim have every year, once a year they prepare it. So basically they prepare it for one day, on one day they prepare it for the entire year. ועשייתה והמצווה שנעשית בה ביום, בכל יום נחשב למצווה אחת. So again, so even though once a year they prepare the Ketoreth, actually as we say it every morning in the Ketoreth korbanot, that it's prepared for 368 days. So what they do is they, for the 365 days, they split it into half and a half, and then three extra manot is brought on the portions that are left are brought on Yom Kippur. Okay, now the Rabbi says the preparing of this incense, the mixture of 11 spices, right? That is one. You might think it's two different mitzvot. No, the Rambam tells you right up front. The preparation and the sacrifice of the Ketoreth, it's one mitzvah. Because the purpose of preparation, the purpose of preparation is to bring it. Even though it sounds like there's two different psukim to tell you between the bringing and the preparation, two different psukim, no. It means one mitzvah. Shenimar b'seder kitesa is brought down over there. Kachar chasamim is later on. We will learn in also Shmot chapter 30, Pasukim 34 and 35, that tells us how to make the Ketoreth. And over here it brings over here it says to bring it. But however, since it's the purpose of preparation is to burn it, to sacrifice it, so therefore it's the preparation is part of the one mitzvah. However, you could ask another question here. Rambam said yesterday we had this instance where there is a sacrifice and then there is eating. Ramban holds that sacrificing a korban chatat and eating korban chatat is one mitzvah. Rambam says it's two mitzvot. So just to point that out. Okay. Okay. אבל יחלוקו בעניין אחר, כי הרמב"ם זיכרונו לברכה ימנה קטורת של שחרית ושל ערבית מצווה אחת. Okay? Even more than that, the Rambam says because it's a completion of mitzvah, it will be considered, even bringing a sacrifice in the morning and bringing a sacrifice at night, he will consider that as one mitzvah in the Torah. Ramban says no. כתב שהן נמנות שתיים, וראיותיו בספרו, and he brings over there proofs that no, if there's a Ketoreth in the morning, there's a Ketoreth in the night, it's two different mitzvot. The nafkamina would be, if chas v'shalom, the Kohanim, I don't know, for whatever reason, didn't bring the Ketoreth at night or didn't bring the Ketoreth in the day, will it be considered as fulfilling the mitzvah? According to Rambam, mashma, sounds like no. Okay, let's see. בשעה מצווה זו, גם כן להגדיר כבוד הבית ולהיות מעלתו ומוראו על פני כל האדם. Again, for the purpose of this, the Rabbi will stress again and again, the purpose of all the korbanot, to show you the greatness of the Beit HaMikdash and the inspiration and everything. אי אפשר להגדיר דבר בלב בין אדם ומחשבתו רק בדברים. And obviously, just by mere words, that's not going to be sufficient enough to elevate or show something important. You have to show an action. שהוא חושב אותם לגדולה וימצא בהם תענוג ושמחה. Right? וידוע כי עניין הריח הטוב הוא דבר שנפש אדם נהנית בו ומתעווה עליו ומושך לב הרבה. You have to know that over here now that we're saying that the Kadosh Baruch Hu requires us to bring this 11 spices as one and on Mizbech, and we have to know that constantly that people are actually enjoying good smells and they go after it and they enjoy it. So too over here, ריח תורת היה טוב שאפשר לעשות על ידי אדם, and the Ketoreth had to be done by a person. עד שאמרו זכרונו לברכה, בפרק אמר להם המונה, כי מריחו היו מריחין בו בשעת הכתרה מריחו עד ירושלים. The incense was, when it's brought, the emanation of that smell was so far, even it went all the way to Jericho. Wow. בדיני המצווה, מה שאמרו זכרונו לברכה, as I said, just told us in מסכת הכריתות, page 6 עמוד א', שפשטום הקטורת היה 11 סימנים. No, 11, לא 5, sorry. The Ketoreth was 11 spices mixed into one, okay? סימנים, 4 מהן מפורשים בתורה, 4 of them are specifically described in the Torah, ושבעה קבלה, and we have 7 that are Mesoret from Moshe Rabbeinu. Moshe Rabbeinu told us those 7. ומה שאמרו, and this was the Mishnah in Yuma, over there, page 26, first side, says, שהקטורת נעשית בין על ידי כהן גדול או הדיוט. Any Kohen could have done it, either Kohen Gadol or a regular Kohen, bring the sacrifice. ואמרו שאם לא יקטיר בבוקר מקטיר בין הארבעים, כל השיעור של יום אחד שהוא משקל 100 דינרים. Okay, so now, what happened was, here's the scenario. We asked the question, what happens if they didn't bring one at a time? So if you didn't bring it in the morning, the bringing before nightfall would be the whole portion. As we said, they would take one portion, split it into half, but here would be one portion equal to 100 dinarim. Very heavy substance. That's a lot. ומשקל הדינר ידוע. So how much is the dinar? The Rabbi says it's ידוע. Let's see, ט"ו. שיעור של פרס אינו מפורש בתורת לדעת רש"י, הוא הלכה למשה בסיני. So now, how much is the shiur? זה אינו אלא מדרבנן. No, the Rabbi doesn't say over here how much, how many grams. הנה, דינר הוא מטבע כסף במשקל גרגירי שיעור. So they're talking about the dinar הוא מטבע כסף. Dinar was 96, 96, a weight of 96 barley, 96 barley pieces. כ-480 גרם. No, it says 4.8 gram. So, okay. So the Rabbi says over here it's 4.8 grams. And therefore, it's going to be 480 grams brought on the Mizbeach in one shot if one of them is missing. Okay, so it's 4.8 grams is a dinar, and 100 dinar will be 480 grams. 480 grams will be brought in one, so that means 240 grams are brought in the morning, 240 grams in the afternoon, in the evening, and if there was one missing, they would burn the whole thing at the evening. ובכל יום היה מקטיר חציה בבוקר וחציה בערב. We already said half and half was split in the morning and the evening. אחר תמיד של בין 40, as soon as the korban תמיד was brought, so to the בסמים, the Ketoreth. קודם הטבת הנרות כולן, and it would be done before the cleansing of the menorah. אחר הטבת 5 פתילות מהן, כי לא היה מדליקן רצופים. So after that he would clean at least קודם הטבת הנרות, כולם אחר הטבת 5 פתילות מהן, כי לא היה, אוקיי. וכך היו עושים, so the Rabbi says over here, וקודם הטבת שתי הפתילות הנותרות. So if he would clean the five cups of the menorah, and he would not finish cleaning the 5 cups of the menorah until he brings the Ketoreth. So that was the condition. וכך היו עושים עניין זה. This is how it was fulfilled. כהן שזכה להקטיר הקטורת נוטל כלי מלא קטורת גדוש ותני שמו. So a coin that would they would make a raffle, obviously. The coin that succeeded in receiving this mitzvah, he would take a ketoret gadush. What is ketoret gadush? The Rabbi says here, what is gadush? Gadush means kli male ketoret gadush utni shmo. So you take this vessel that's called tni. It would be filled all the way up to its lip. ופורשים כל אדם מן ההיכל ומבית העולם ולמזבח, שמה בכל האדם לא יהיה באוהל מועד. So nobody was allowed to be there except for Kohen when he brings the Ketoreth. ומקטיר כדרך שמפורש שם בגמרא. The Gemara explains to us how he brings it. שמשליך הכתורת בנחת על הגחלים אשר במזבח. He throws little by little. He puts little by little on the coals that are on the altar, the golden altar. He bows down and he goes out. The rules of performing this mitzvah. ומה שהיו אומרים בשחיטת הסממנים, בשחיקת הסנים הדק, how you, as it's brought over there, that they must be grinded. All the instances were grind. All the 11 grinds would be grinded very much in a fine flour, like a fine stage. If as it says over there in Kritod, כי הכל יופה לסממנים בעוד ששוחקים אותם, הכל בכריכות. Everything it says over there, that it's all the spices that are good for this purpose had to be grinded to be fine. V'tamid, and always it had to be brought down constantly with the korban. It's related to, I guess, as a correlation with the korban tamid. ונוהגת בזמן הבית בזכרי כהונה. The mitzvah is obviously the time of the Mikdash. The Kohanim have to fulfill it. The Maktir b'dino k'dino kiyem aseh zeh. And if a Kohen fulfills this mitzvah, he is fulfilling what Hashem commanded. Sorry. Okay, mitzvah number 104. שלא להקטיר ולהקריב על המזבח הזהב. So the altar, the golden altar inside the Mizbeach, inside the Beit HaMikdash, the Kodesh Kadoshim, the area, he would be prohibited to bring anything else on it except for the things that we discussed. The golden altar was only utilized for the purpose of bringing the Mizbeach on it constantly, daily. However, in Yom Kippur, there was an additional service where we say that the Kohen would sprinkle some blood on it, but that's it. About Yom Kippur itself. But throughout the whole year, there's only other thing that was brought is the Ketoreth, the incense. Neymar, as it says in Sefer Shmot, chapter 30, pasuk 9, Lo ta'alu alav Ketoreth zara ve'olah mincha v'nesach lo tischu alav. We are prohibited to bring on it any other incense, right? Zara ve'olah, not allowed to bring any burnt offerings or any flour, mincha, v'nesach, or spilling any wine on it. Lo tischu alav. You're not allowed to bring any of those things on the golden Mizbeach altar. But Katavda Lemala, we already discussed, the Rabbi says before, in Mitzvah number 95, Teshuvah LeShoel al Tzad HaPshat, as we explained simply, al Inyan Mitzvot B'Inyan Habayit HaKadosh La'el Baruch Hu, as the purpose of the old mitzvot that are related to the Beit HaMikdash. V'Inyan Yeyot Sham Kelim Ikarim La'Avodah V'Shulchan Menorah, to have all the important, significant utensils in the Beit HaMikdash to perform the tasks, the jobs. And after that, we already don't have to discuss more than that. It's already understood on itself that whatever we do can and how it has to be done with purity, with perfection. שאם כן יחייבנו לחפש למה ציווה אותנו להיות נרות המנורה 7 ולא 8, because otherwise if you're going to start delving more than what we discussed, that the perfection that the Torah tells us, then we could start asking more questions, like menorah, why does it have 7 not 8? Maybe you should have 80. How do we know what's once you ask this question, once you're going to start delving in these questions, and the Varsov, there is no, so therefore just to have a general understanding that the Beit HaMikdash, it's in its entirety, every service that's going to perform there is to elevate our neshamot, because we Asur Mikdash, it says over there, Hashem says, build me at a Mikdash. Hashem doesn't need a house to live. What's going on here? As we said, the purpose is that of us to perform the mitzvah as Hashem commanded us, and B'ezrat Hashem, this way, Hashem will pay us, because that's what makes Hashem happy. Hashem is very happy. The fact is that He wants to be me'ativ. He wants to do constantly good for us. And the Satan is, unfortunately, the evil inclination constantly proclaiming that we don't deserve anything, we don't deserve rewards. And since Hashem says, "I want to give you rewards," and therefore that's constant battle between Him and Hashem. And what do? We fulfill the mitzvot as Hashem commanded us. In this way, we help Hashem to give us all the good. That's Asur Li Mikdash, as we said earlier. ואלה הפרטים אין חקר ולא תשיג בהן המחשבה לעולם. So now you're going to start even here. HaKadosh Baruch Hu said this altar, it's a golden altar. Okay, it has a Shem Mizbeach. Maybe, so what's the difference? You could say outside, maybe outside you brought a burnt offering. So here also you should bring a bird offering or something. I know it's smaller size, so you can bring something smaller. The Torah tells you no. This is how you do it, and that's the purpose of it. ואם תלחצני להשיב בפרטים על כל פנים, but let's say the Rabbi says, if you pressure me and tell me, listen, Rabbi, come on, what's so special about this? Why we have prohibition bringing any other? Here you see on Yom Kippur there is some Aziyat Adam, there is some sprinkling of blood on this Mizbeach. So maybe throughout the whole year you should have something also. Amar al Tzad HaPshat. I'm going to tell you something that what I could see. אם לא שהקבלה תכריח לפי דברי רבותינו זיכרונם לברכה הקדושים המקובלים, and this is what I say this gave over to us, and as they are B'ezrat Hashem. Let's see. שלא יהיה בפרטים טעם אחר. In reality, many times that the Torah doesn't want to give us any other reason at all. אלא נאמר שאחר שנתחייבנו לבנות בית ולעשות כלים, rather When Hashem has commanded us to build a Beit HaMikdash and to create dishes for it, יצטווינו בהם על צד אחד מן הצדדים, we have commanded on certain aspects, ובא בהן אחד מן החשבונות, שאי אפשר למעשה בלתי אחד מהן, ואולם אחר שנצטווינו בהם באה, הצוואה עליהם לעשותם כמצווה דרך קבע לעולם. And therefore, again, so HaKadosh Baruch Hu wanted us to have a permanent use of an item, just like here, in a certain way, and that's the way it's supposed to be done. ולא נוסיף ולא נגרע, we're not allowed to add, we're not allowed to subtract, התוספת והגרוע במכוון בשלמות קלקול. We understand that we already explained that anytime we add to mitzvah or we chas v'shalom take off from the mitzvah, it's only going to bring us to disaster. וכל מצוותיו ברוך הוא שלמות ותמימות. We have to understand and put it in our minds that all the commandments from Hashem, all the mitzvot that Hashem gave us, they're all pure and complete. ואולם שמעתי כי יש להם מקובלים בכל אחד מן הפרטים טעמים ונפלאים וסודות עמוקים. The Rabbi says, you know what? This is, I'm telling you, just a pshat, just on top of the surface covering. Otherwise, in reality, there are more Sfarim that are delving more into Kabbalistic, more into more secretive insights. However, this is not what we do here. We're just here to tell you the pshat and tell you some understanding and just to get the discussion, as I say, getting the ball rolling. We're not here to go into all the intricacies. The mitzvah, however, the Rabbi says, this mitzvah of prohibition of bringing anything on the korban, on the altar of the golden one, ki'im ketoreth, just the Ketoreth as we spelled. It's obviously the mitzvah is bizman abayit bekohanim. It is only shayach during the time of the Beit HaMikdash that will be built speedily, and the kohanim will be prohibited to bring anything else on it. Ve'over al zeh ve'ikriv o zarag bo. Now, any kohen felt that he wants to be special, or he wants to impress somebody, or somebody, and he wants to do something, any akrava, and bring something there that's not allowed. Im davar ha'raui la'akriv bo, k'mo shara hayav malkut. Any kohen that acts on his own previously with this mitzvah and does whatever he brings on it, whatever he wants, he will get lashed for this, I guess, improper behavior. Have a wonderful day.